We'll want to have a set of blocks, a set of light weights, and then optional ankle weights for the entire class if you'd like, and a strap. We've got some half king pigeon on the floor with some crunches. So just starting in a child's pose, drawing your knees wide, sinking your hips in towards your heels, stretching your fingertips out long in front, maybe resting your forehead onto the floor, maybe onto a block, actively stretching your fingertips long out front, actively pressing your hips in towards your heels. Focusing here on your breath, deep inhale, deep exhale, breathing in and out through your mouth. Full inhale, filling your belly, ribs, and lungs. Full exhale, lungs, ribs, and belly. Continuing with that same breath. This time when you reach the top, filling your lungs all the way, maybe getting one more sip of air, sealing your lips, breathing in and out now through your nose, building heat within your body, maybe bumping your hips side to side, maybe rolling your forehead left to right. Continuing with that breath, bringing your body back to center, walking your hands over to the left side of your mat, maybe slightly off of your mat, feeling that deep stretch all on the right side body. Hold it for the exhale. On your next inhale, gently walk your hands to the center, over to the right side of your mat, maybe slightly off of your mat. This time feeling that stretch all along the left side body. Gently walk your hands back through center, stretching your fingertips out long. We're going to rock forward, coming into a Sphinx pose. Release your elbows down. From here, we're going to tuck the toes, press back to child's pose. Really stretching your fingertips out long. You're going to be rocking your hips side to side, back in child's pose. Bend your elbows, bring your palms to touch. Maybe bring your thumbs to the nape of your neck, stretching your triceps. Gently release your palms back down to the floor. From this position, we're going to rise up, coming to a tabletop position, walking your knees directly under your hips, wrists directly under your shoulders. Maybe tuck your toes, press your hips back, stretching the back side of your legs. Gently rock forward, either with your toes tucked or untuck your toes, hammock your belly, lift your gaze. Deep inhale. As you round through your spine, lifting your gaze towards the tops of your thighs, round your back up towards the ceiling. Deep exhale. Inhale, tuck your toes, leave them flat, hammock your belly down, spiral your elbow creases in. Come through neutral spine, untuck your toes, rounding up. One more time here with your breath. Lift your gaze, hammock your belly, come back to neutral, round your spine. Come back to a neutral spine, maybe bump your hips side to side. Maybe taking some barrel rolls, bringing your hands up, palm forward, hips towards your wrists, down to one side, towards your heels, up to the other. And of course, repeating it in the opposite direction. All right, come back to your tabletop, walking your hands back under your hips. Release your left arm high, deep inhale, exhale, thread your left arm under and through the right side body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread it under and through. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, thread it through, releasing your left ear, cheek to the floor. Keep your right hand boxed out. Extend your right leg long, flexing your right foot. We're gonna lift and lower for 10. And 9. Keep those hips squared. You got this. 5 more. That's it. 3 more. 2 more. On the next one, release your toes to the floor. Keep the right leg extended. Inhale, lift your left arm high. Exhale, release your left hand under your left shoulder. Extend your left arm out long. We're going to lift to inhale. Exhale, extend your left elbow to your right knee. Inhale, lengthen, release your left hand to under your shoulder. Reach that right leg over the side body. Gently gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Left arm, right leg, draw your left elbow to right knee. Inhale, lengthen, release your left hand down. Rainbow that right leg over the left side. One more time, inhale, lengthen, left arm, right leg. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, lengthen, rainbow that right leg, release your left hand. Hold it here. Holding and breathing. Release your right knee to the outside of your left leg. Press back, opening up your hips. Rock forward. Release that right knee in line with your left, bump your hips side to side. Inhale, reach your right arm high. Exhale, release it under and through the left side body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release, twisting deeper with each inhale, each exhale. Release your right arm all the way under and through, right ear towards the floor, keeping your left hand boxed out. Extend your left leg straight back. Flex your left toes. Lift and lower for 10. Squeeze your glute. 9. That's it. Keep it going. Move at your own pace. Focus here on your breath. That's it. 4 more. Last 3. 2 more. And 1. Release that left foot onto the floor. Keep your legs extended. Inhale, lengthen your right arm high. Exhale, release your right hand to your right shoulder. Extend your right arm long. Lift your right arm, left leg. Exhale, crunch right elbow to left knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right hand comes down. Rainbow that left leg over the right side body. Inhale, lengthen, right arm, left knee. Crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen, release, and rainbow. 1 more time through. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Release your right hand, rainbow that left leg over. This time we're going to hold it for the exhale. Release your left knee to the outside of your right leg. Press your hips back. Feeling that outer glute stretch here. Gently come back to a tabletop. Maybe bump your hips side to side. All right, we're going to find that child's pose again. So sink your hips towards your heels, knees fall wide, arms extend out long in front. Rock forward, stacking your shoulders over your wrists. Slowly lower down for 3, 2, and 1. Extend your legs long, keeping your wrists directly under your shoulders or your rib cage. We're going to lift and lower that right leg for 10. Squeeze the base of your glute. Keep your right hip in towards the floor. 9, 8 more. Squeeze the glute. Maybe lifting that right leg even higher. Keep your gaze down towards the floor. 5 more. That's it. Last 3. 2 more. And last 1. Release that right leg down. Lift the left leg, going right into 10 on the left side. You got 9 more. That's it. 8. Squeeze the base of your left glute. Engage your abs. Pressing your left hip down towards the floor. Engage your core. 4 more here. Keep it going. Try to keep that left leg straight. Last 2. And 1. Release that left leg down. Bend your knees. Draw your knees wide towards the outer edge of your mat. Press yourself up. Elbows stay tucked in. Press your hips back, child's pose. Catch your breath. Inhale, lengthen, stacking your shoulders again over your wrists. Keep your elbows tucked in. Lower down this time for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release all the way down. Keep your knees bent. Walk your knees parallel in line with your hip. Flex your toes. Start with the left leg. Let's press up for 10. Donkey kicks. That's it. Keep it going. 7 more. You've got this. Working that glute right from the beginning. 4 more. Keep that left hip pressed in towards the floor. Last 2 on the left side. Then we're going to switch to the right. Last 1. Release that left knee down gently. 10 on the right side. You're already 2 down. Keep that right hip down and towards the floor. 6 more. You've got it. Keep it going. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. Keep both heels in towards your glutes. Draw your knees as wide as the mat. Press yourself up. Press yourself back to child's pose. Maybe rocking your hips side to side, coming back to that same position, back into our child's pose. From here, slide your arms forward. We're going to come back into a Sphinx pose, so release your hips down, bringing your elbows directly underneath your shoulder. Draw your knees in line with your hips. All right, we're going to use our core here. With the tops of your feet pressed in towards the floor, using your abs, press yourself up and back to puppy dog. Forehead onto the floor, hips stacked over your knees. Come back down into Sphinx pose, controlling the movement with your abs. Press up, press the tops of your shoes really in towards the floor. Top shoelace portion of your foot, not your shoes. Puppy dog. Pressing back to Sphinx pose. So your forearms are pressed in towards the floor, palms stay pressed down. 3 more, stay with it. Really press your hips back, forehead touching the floor. Come back to Sphinx pose. You got it. 2 more, and then we're going to hold in puppy dog. Press up. Use those abs. Controlling your movement. Extend your arms out nice and long. You should feel this. Press up. We're going to hold it here. All right, so a few options. You can just hold in puppy dog, resting here, stretching your chest. You can bend your elbows, bring your thumbs to the nape of your neck, deeper tricep stretch. Any variation that works for you. Holding it here in puppy dog, hips stay lifted. Holding here and breathing. From this position, you're welcome to walk your knees closer in or lift your hips up, coming to dolphin bear. Lifting one or both at the same time onto your palms, coming into downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels here. This is our first downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. Biceps frame your ears. All right, let's work more of those glutes. So we're going to find our bear from here. So bend your knees, hover your shins. From here, lift your right leg high, donkey kick. Hold that right leg extended. Press your left leg straight. Press your right leg straight. Lower the right leg down. Do the same thing on the left side. Bend your knees. Bear pose, shins hovering. Lift your left leg high. Press the sole of your left foot towards the ceiling. Straighten your right leg. Straighten your left leg. Lower the left foot. Let's do that 2 more times on each side. Bend your knees, shins hovering. Single leg, donkey kick, in bear. Straighten your left leg. Keep that right knee bent. Straighten that right leg. Lower your right leg down towards the floor. Bend your knees, shins hovering. Press your left sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. Keep the knees bent. Straighten your right leg. Straighten your left leg. Lower the left foot. 1 more time on each side. You got this. Bend the knees. Keep the knees bent. Bring the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling. Straighten the left leg. Straighten your right leg. Lower the right foot. 1 more time on the left side. Bend the knees. Lift that left leg. Straighten the right leg. Straighten the left. Lower that left foot. Pedal out your heels. Find your breath. Keep your biceps framing your ears. All right. From here, walk your hands towards your feet. Walk your feet towards your hands, coming to the middle of your mat. Coming to a forward fold, so you're rocking onto the ball of your foot. Half lift, hands to shin, crown of your head towards the top of your mat. Back to our forward fold. Just letting everything come down nice and loose. Maybe grab an opposite elbows and ragdoll, sway side to side. All right, sway back to middle. We're going to work some of the core with your feet grounded. Draw your arms out to a T. Palms are facing down. Use your abs. Roll up, flat back. Rolling all the way up. Very nice, Terry. Coming all the way up. Arms stay out to a T. Now we're going to hinge forward, back to that forward fold. Keep the back nice and flat. Neck is a neutral spine. So where your body hinges, your gaze follows. Very nice. Because it's so much fun, let's do it 4 more times. Lifting up. There is no such thing as too slow. You can pick up the pace if you'd like. You can slow it down as much as you'd like. Rising all the way up, beautiful. Forward fold all the way down. Really ground through all 3 points of your foot. Big foot to pinky toe, straight back towards your heel. That's it. 3 more. Back is flat. Neck at neutral spine. Where you lift, where you fold, your gaze follows you. Come back to that forward fold. 2 more times. You got this. Arms stay out to a T. Those shoulders are going to start to fatigue. Rise up. Engage your abs. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your thighs together. Rise up. Slowly lower. All right, 1 more. And then we're going to hold it up in standing mountain pose. Rise up. Think slower, more controlled this time. You've got it. Rise up. Once you stack your shoulders over your hips, reach your arms up high overhead. Steeple grip. Release. Bind your hands. Release your index fingers. Cross your thumbs. Bring it over to the right side. Come through center. Over to the left side. Come back through center. 1 more time each side. Gently rise up. Over to the left side. Bump your hips to the right. Come back through center. Cross your right ankle behind your left. Left hand grabs right wrist. Side bend over to left. Feel that deep stretch. All right. Gently rise up. From here, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to come right into Shiva squat. So hinge forward. I'm going to face this way so I don't kick the wall. Hinge forward. You can use those blocks if you like. That right knee is already to the outside of your left foot. Kick it back. And bend. Hands to heart center. Arms out to a T. Elbows wide. Hands to blocks or on the floor. That's it. 2 more. On the next, I want you to hold that right leg straight back, bird dog. You can bring your arms out in front for warrior 1. Hips are square, arms out to a T. Arms behind your back or hands at heart center. We're going to pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land that right foot behind your left. Your right foot is at 45, so we're going to come into warrior 1. Bend into your front left knee, arms overhead. Exalted warrior, release your left hand behind your right thigh, right arm comes up. Cartwheel your hands down. Right hand to the floor, left arm up. So that 1 more time, rise up. Warrior 1, keep that bend, front left knee. Back right leg is straight. Release your left hand to the inside of your right thigh. Back behind you, reach your right arm high. Maybe bend deeper into your back bend. Cartwheel your right hand down. Left arm stays up. Hold it here for a breath. Gently rise up. Release your right foot to meet the left. Shake out those legs. All right, walk your feet together. Steeple grip, bind your hands, release your thumbs. Release your index fingers. Cross the opposite thumb over. This time we're going to start to the left. Hip to the right, shoulders to the left, rise up. Hips to the left, shoulders to the right. 1 more time each side. That's it. Very nice. Rise up. Release your left foot behind the right, so right foot's in front this time. This time your right hand grabs your left wrist and bend over to the right side. Deeper side bend all along the left side body. From this position, we're going to come right into Shiva, so grab those blocks if you like. Hinge forward, hands to heart center, arms wide or to block or floor. Tuck that left knee to the outside of your right leg. Kick it back. Tuck it in. Kick it back. 3 more. Upper body is hinged forward. 1 more, and then we're going to hold that left leg straight back. Flex your left foot, arms at any option. We're going to pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower that left leg down. Adjust your stance as much as you need to. Left foot is at 45 degrees, so it's about 9, 10 o'clock. Right foot's forward, arms up overhead. Coming into warrior 1, deep bend to that front right knee. Release your right hand down to the inside of your left knee. Left arm comes up high overhead. Exalted warrior. Cartwheel your left hand down to the floor or to block or your knee. Right arm reaches up. 1 more time each way. Back to warrior 1, exalted warrior. Right hand down, deep inhale. On your exhale, cartwheel your left hand down. Right arm comes up. Come back to warrior one, arms up overhead, stack your shoulders over your hips. Bend to that front right knee. Step your left foot to meet the right. Pedal out those feet. Arms back up overhead, swan dive forward. Hands to your feet, half lift, hands to shins. Keep your weight in the ball of your foot. Walk your hands back down. Walk your hands out in front. Walk your feet out. Back to that downward facing dog. Pedal out your heels. All right, we're moving on. More fun. I'm just going to turn to this side. I actually don't know if I need to. All right, pedal out those heels. We've got some fun movements here. All right, from down dog, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Try to stack your right hip over your left. Square out your hips, kick that right leg straight back. Draw your right knee to your right elbow. Over to the left, back to the right, kick it straight back. Draw your knee towards your nose, tap down towards the floor, lift, kick it straight back. Right knee to left elbow, over to the right, back to the left, kick it straight back. All right, we're gonna come into pigeon. So draw that right knee towards your right wrist. You can slide your left leg back. You can walk your hands back with blocks. Now we're gonna add some crunches here. You can keep your arms up overhead. You can bind your hands behind your back. You can also place a block under your right hip if you'd like, with your arms overhead or bind it behind your back. We're gonna fold forward. And rise. Your forehead can touch the floor or a block in front of you. That's it, slow and controlled. Try to come straight down, not weebling, wobbling side to side. If you are, just slow it down more. That's it, give me two more. Gently rise up. Hold it here. Few options. Bring your hands to blocks. You can bend that left knee. Release your left hand to your left foot. You want to try half king pigeon, release your right arm high. Balancing here. Hold it for the exhale. All right, we got lots of hip openers coming up. You have that left foot in towards your heel. You can also use a strap here. Release that left leg down. Release your hands under your shoulders. You can walk that left foot in if you'd like. We're gonna keep that right knee bent. So draw that right ankle over your left thigh. Come up, figure four, down dog. Opening up that right hip. Bend that left knee. Coming back to that bear. Keep that four-legged cross. Right ankle over left thigh. Bend it down. And lift. Draw it down. And lift. One more. We're using our abs here. Release down. Release your knees all the way down. We're going to pivot into reclined side plank. You can grab a weight with your left hand if you like. From here, your top left foot's on the floor. Right knee is bent on the floor. Left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, crunch under and through. Left arm under the right side body. Reach up. Crunch under and through. 3 more times. Reach and crunch. Reach up. 2 more. You got this. Reach under. All right, on this next one, hold that left arm high. We're going to lift and lower for 5, 4, point through your left toes, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it lifted. Tap in front, tap behind. Use that core. This is when those ankle weights will really come in handy. That's it. 2 more in each direction, forwards and backwards. Focus here on your breath. 1 more time on each side. All right, hold that left leg high, straight back from your hip. Extend your left arm forward. Crunch your knee to your elbow. And extend. Crunch. And extend. 3 more. Last one. All right, gently lower your right hip down, coming onto your right forearm. Bend your knees. We have clamshells, lift and lower. You can keep your top foot glued to your bottom, or you can lift your foot if you're keeping it in line with your knee. Everything's controlled. 2 more. On the next one, hold that left knee high. We're going to draw that left knee towards the left shoulder and then draw it back. Move away from that wall. Draw it forward and draw it back. Forward and back. That's it. On the next one, hold it back. You can release your right arm down to the floor. We're going to tap towards the floor, that left knee, kick it up, tap behind the bottom leg, and lift. It can tap the floor. It can tap the back side of your bottom knee. 2 more. That's it. On the next one, hold that left leg high. Box out your top left arm. Draw your knee to your elbow. Kick it up. Knee to elbow. Kick it up. 3 more. Last one. All right. From here, stack your top knee over your bottom. So left is over right. Your knees stay bent. Roll back onto your back so you're at an angle on your back. Your elbows are wide. Give me 10 crunches and release. Crunch up. So your knees are over to the right side. You're crunching up. Really contracting that left oblique. That's it. 6 more. Keep it going. You're almost there. 3 more. Try not to use your elbows. 2 more. On this next one, hold the crunch. Extend your left arm long. Reach and reach. 8 more. And 7. That's 6. 5. 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Hold the crunch. Coming into a reverse tabletop. So your back is flat on the floor, so with your elbows wide, I don't know why I said elbows like that, elbows are wide, crunch up for 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Release your forehead, your back all the way on the floor, extend your legs out long, extend your arms out long overhead. Maybe grab a block. We're going to roll up and back 2 times. So your feet are flat, feet are flexed, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. Use those upper abs, rolling all the way up. Try to keep your heels flat on the floor. Tuck your tailbone. Maybe tap that block, rolling all the way down. Use your lower abs to go down. Frankenstein arms directly out in front, slow and controlled. Tap that block overhead. Roll up. Last time. Tap that block, maybe in front of your toes, on your ankles, rolling all the way down, slow and controlled. Very nice. Roll all the way down. You can set that block off to the side, curl your knees in towards your chest, grabbing your shins or the back side of your thighs, rolling side to side. All right, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but we're going to rock and roll ourselves 3 times along our spine. Hover your shins as you rise up. You can hold your legs or hold your arms out long. 1 more time. And draw your arms out high. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles. Come step through to high plank or hop. Holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself up. Down dog, pedal out your heels, biceps frame your ears. All right, let's repeat that flow. Lift your left leg high, 3-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Maybe circle out your left ankle, square out your hips. Draw your left knee to your left elbow. Tap to the right. Come back to the left. Kick it straight back. Left knee to nose. Tap and lift. Kick it straight back. Left knee to right elbow. Tap left. Tap right. Kick it straight back. We're going to come into that pigeon, so keep that left knee bent. Draw your left knee to your left wrist. You can hold it here. You can tuck that right leg back. You can walk yourself up with blocks or just hold it here. Options, draw your arms up overhead. You can bind your hands behind your back. You can also place a block under your hip if you'd like. We're going to fold forward, crunches and pigeon. That's 5. And rise. Keep it going. And lift slow and controlled. Ball down, look at maybe bringing your chin, your nose, your forehead down to the floor and gently rising all the way up. Stacking your shoulders over your hips if you can. 2 more. Rise up. Last one. All right. Gently hold your shoulders stacked over your hips. Maybe rock side to side. You can grab a strap if you'd like here. Bring it around your right foot. Drawing your right foot in towards your glutes with your right hand. You can also, not the best. You can also hold that right leg. You want to challenge your balance, lift your left arm high. Half king pigeon. Maybe point your right toe, maybe draw that heel closer in towards your glute. Nice quad stretch here. All right, release that right leg if you have it bent. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Gently walk that right foot slightly closer in towards you. Keep that left knee bent. As you lift your hips, draw your right ankle over, draw your left ankle over your right thigh. 4-legged down dog. We're gonna bend the knees, bend that right knee, and lift. 4 more. Bend and lift. Two more. 4-legged down dog to 4-legged bear. From here, release that leg down. Pivot onto your left knee, right leg. Revolved side plank. If you used it on the other side, grab that weight in the right hand. Reach your right arm high. Draw your right hand under into a left side body and lift. Nice twist here. Reach under. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Last one, then we're gonna hold that right arm high. All right, hold that right arm high. Point your right toes, lift and lower for 5, 4, last 3, 2 more. All right, hold that right leg high, rainbow taps in front and behind. Try not to hit any objects that you have around you like I keep doing. All right, 2 more in each direction. Forward, backward, forward, backward. Go at your own pace. All right, hold that right leg high, straight out from your right hip. Extend your right arm long. Crunch your knee to your elbow. And extend. 4 more. Knee to elbow. And extend. That's it. 2 more. Full crunch. Full extend. 1 more. All right, hold that right leg extended. Come down onto your left hip. Left elbow comes down. You set that weight off to the side. Your knees stay bent. From here, give me clamshells. Lift that top right leg. Working that outer right hip. 3 more. You can keep your feet together or in a controlled fashion, keep your foot in the same height as your knee. All right, 1 more. Hold that right knee at hip height. Draw your knee to your elbow and then kick it back. Knee up. Kick it back. You can place your right hand in front or behind you. 1 more in each direction. We're going to bring that right knee and hold it back. All right, hold it back. Release your left armpit down towards the floor. Tap that top right knee behind and up towards the ceiling. Gentle tap. Maybe you tap the floor. Maybe you just come close, kick it up towards the ceiling. Maybe noticing how the right leg may feel different than the left. And kick. 2 more. Tap. And kick. All right, on the next one, hold that right leg high. Keep your right arm boxed out. Draw your knee to your elbow. Kick it up. 4 more. Knee to elbow. And kick. That's it. 2 more. Very nice. Fire those inner and outer thighs. Last one. Hold that right knee directly over your left. And then we're going to roll our back towards the floor so your shoulder blades are touching the floor. Elbows are wide. Crunch it up for 10. And 9. That's 8. 7. Last 6. 5. You're halfway there. We're going to extend that right arm in 3. That's 2. And 1. Hold the crunch. Extend your right arm. Pulse. Pulse. Crunching, reaching further. That's it. Try to press off your left hand. 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. Gently come onto your back. Draw your knees back into that reverse tabletop. Elbows are wide. Give me 10 crunches and extend. Crunch it up and release. Crunch and release. You got it. 4 more. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Curl yourself into a tiny ball. Rock and roll yourself a few times. You can keep your hands on your shins or the back side of your thighs. Roll up. Maybe extend your arms. Roll back. Extend your arms. 1 more. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release your feet down. Cross your ankles in front. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release your left hand to your right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale, lengthen as you twist, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand to your left knee. Twist, looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep your left knee bent. Extend your right leg long. Draw your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Draw your left arm up overhead. Side bend. Maybe point or flex your right toes. Really try to rotate your left shoulder on top of your right. Gently rise up, arms overhead. Release your left hand behind your hip. Coming to stargazer. Press your hips forward. Release back down. Stay with your right leg out. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Fold forward directly over your right leg. You can use that strap to bind it around the arch of your right foot, pulling yourself closer in towards that floor, keeping your left shoulder rotated down towards the floor, maybe bringing your nose towards your knee, heart towards your thigh. Find that deeper lower back stretch, all on the left side. Gently rise up, arms overhead, release your left hand behind your back, come back into stargazer, lift your right arm high, right bicep to right ear, press your hips forward. Exhale, release down. Extend your left leg, draw sole of your right foot inside of your left leg. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Release your left hand down the inside of your left leg. Right bicep to right ear, stacking your right shoulder over your left. Maybe gaze down under your right armpit. Side bend even further over to the left side. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. Release your right hand behind your right hip. Press your hips forward. Left bicep to left ear, coming back to stargazer on this side for the first time. Release down. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Gently fold forward over your left foot. Use those straps if you'd like. Maybe bringing the crown of your head towards your toes. Maybe bending into your elbows. Keeping that right shoulder down so you don't want to rotate. You want to keep that right shoulder nice and low. Hold it for the exhale. On your next inhale, gently rise up. Release your right hand behind your right hip. Press your hips forward. And release down. Keep your left leg out. Draw your right leg wide. From here, walk your hands out in front. You can place your hands onto blocks and just gently folding forward in a wide-legged fold. Maybe bringing your forearms down. Keeping both hips pressed in towards the floor here. And then walking your hands back to center. Drawing the soles of your feet to touch, coming into butterfly position. You can grab the top shoelace portion of your foot. Maybe flap your wings. Inhale, lift higher. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe drawing one knee up at a time, lowering the other. You're welcome to hold it here. If you like a deeper lower back stretch, one more time. You can extend your legs further out, making more of a diamond shape with your legs. Gently bringing your palms under your calves. That's option one. If you'd like to go further, you can place your palms on the top shoelace portion of your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Bringing your forehead, your nose, your chin towards your big toe, towards your arch, towards your heel. Holding here and breathing. Don't hold your breath. Continue with the same breaths that we started with. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Breathing in and out through your mouth. Wherever you're at, gently release your bind. Walking your hands back in. Unbinding yourself. Crossing your feet. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Give me 2 cactuses. Bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Spread your fingertips wide. Inhale, lengthen arms overhead. Gaze comes forward. One more time. This time we're going to hold it for 10. Really draw your elbows down. Really spread your fingertips even wider. Lift your gaze and enter to higher, maybe towards the wall behind you. Imagine you have a pencil between your shoulder blades. Squeeze it, hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fantastic work today. Thank you so very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it.